Jack was a young doctor who had just started working at an old and run-down hospital in a remote town. He was eager to prove himself and help the patients, but he soon realized that something was very wrong with the place. He noticed that the staff were always nervous and tense, and that they avoided going to certain areas of the hospital, especially the basement. He also heard strange noises and whispers at night, and felt cold spots and shivers in some rooms. He wondered if the hospital was haunted, but he dismissed the idea as silly and superstitious. One night, he was on call and had to check on a patient in room 13, which was on the ground floor. He took the elevator down, but it suddenly stopped and the lights went out. He pressed the emergency button, but nothing happened. He tried to open the door, but it was locked. He felt a surge of panic and claustrophobia, and started to bang on the door and shout for help. He heard a faint voice from the other side of the door, saying, "Don't worry, doctor. I'll help you." He recognized the voice as belonging to Mary, one of the nurses who worked on his floor. He felt relieved and thanked her, asking her to hurry up. He waited for a few minutes, but nothing changed. He called out to Mary again, but there was no answer. He wondered what was taking her so long. He looked at his watch and saw that it was 3:15 a.m. He felt a chill run down his spine as he remembered that 3:15 a.m. was known as the witching hour, when paranormal activity was supposed to be at its peak. He tried to shake off his fear and rationalize his situation. He told himself that Mary must have gone to get some tools or assistance, and that she would be back soon. He decided to distract himself by looking at his phone, which still had some battery left. He opened his messages and saw that he had received a text from Mary a few minutes ago. It read, "Jack, whatever you do, don't go to room 13 tonight. There is something evil there. It's not a patient, it's a ghost. It killed the last doctor who went there, and it will kill you too. Please stay away from room 13. Jack felt his blood turn cold as he read the message. He realized that he had made a terrible mistake and that he was in grave danger. He looked up from his phone and saw that the elevator door had opened. He expected to see Mary standing there, but instead he saw a horrifying sight. There was a woman lying on a stretcher in front of him, covered in blood and bandages. She had no eyes, no nose, no mouth, only holes where they should be. She had wires and tubes sticking out of her body, connecting her to machines that beeped and flashed. She looked like she had been in a terrible accident or surgery gone wrong. She was not moving or breathing, but she was alive. She lifted her head and looked at Jack with her empty sockets. She opened her hole of a mouth and let out a deafening scream that pierced Jack's ears and soul. She said in a raspy voice, "Hello, doctor. I've been waiting for you." She reached out her hand and grabbed Jack's arm, pulling him towards her with inhuman strength. Jack tried to resist, but he was powerless against her grip. He screamed for help, but no one heard him. He realized that this was the ghost of room 13, and that she wanted him to join her in her eternal torment. He wished he had listened to Mary's warning, but it was too late now. He was doomed to become another victim of the Hospital of the Damned.